like it's heaven sent. Oh, Juju and Jax with the fake gas lease. Turn the water back on, yo, they a beast. Sewage flowing everywhere, what a scene. Turning Tucker's lawns into a smelly dream. Then the rustics next door, they straight fed up with the stank and the squatters, they bout to blow up. Calling up the city, the county and the feds, but all they get is nothing, just shaking heads. Sylvan Homes can't fix this trap. Plumbers rolling through, but it's all capped.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm about to spill a little bit of tea for y'all today. I'm trying to keep y'all in the loop with the latest and the greatest regarding whatever I feel like sharing. But today we're going to share a carbonation cult, imagination cult update. This one's a doozy, y'all. Grab your favorite mug and settle in just for a few minutes though, because this tea is going to be overflowing, literally. So let's talk about Juju and Jax. These two carbonation cult members are taking squatting to a whole new level. And apparently they decided that their neighbor's yard is a perfect place to share their essence, for lack of a better word. That's right, y'all. Their broken septic tank is turning the neighborhood into a mini Venice, but with way more stench and way less charm. So the rustics, the next door neighbors, are beyond done with this mess, and the situation is just getting crazier as it goes along. And who can even blame them? Imagine waking up every day to the lovely aroma and stench of rebellion and raw sewage wafting through the windows. It's like a living disaster. They're basically living in the plot of a really bad sitcom, a nightmare, on some Walking Dead type shit. Except there's no laugh track, and it's just the sound of their sanity is just slowly slipping away with every passing day. Now here's where it gets wild. After being evicted in May, Juju and Jax said, "Eviction? We don't know her." They walked right back in and managed to turn the water back on using a fake lease. Yes, you heard that right. DeKalb County fell for it. Hook, line, and septic tank sinker. And now the sewage is flowing like Niagara Falls, but just much grosser. So the rustics have tried everything. They've been to code enforcement, watershed management, the EPA, and they've even called 911. If there was a sewage Avengers team, they would have had them on speed dial. But all they've gotten so far is just a big fat sorry. It's a civil matter. Meanwhile, they're watching their property value sink faster than, well, everything else in their yard. And let's not forget about Sylvan Homes, the actual owners of this nightmare. They've been sending plumbers out since February, but none of the repairs have worked. It's like trying to put a Band-Aid on the Titanic. Meanwhile, Juju and Jax are throwing ski mask parties and handing out cease and desist letters like they're flyers for a rave. I mean, you can't make this up. But the cherry on top, Juju and Jax's new backyard community expansion plan. Tents popping up like mushrooms after a rainstorm. It's glamping gone very, very wrong. And they're out here telling people, we don't sell our souls. Well, guys, no one's asking for your souls. They just want the sewage to stop flowing. Is that too much to ask for? To top it all off, there's a hearing on July 25th about the sewage saga. And you better believe that the news crews will be there, front row and center. Because if there's one thing we love on the T is seeing justice served, preferably without a sight of sewage. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, tea sippers, tea family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop of the latest carbonation gossip. And remember, stay away from squatters, fake leases, and broken septic tanks. See you, and seriously, check your plumbing. That's important. The freak.
So tonight, a Tucker couple is in an awful situation, and they say no one's going to help them.
Their next door neighbor's septic tank, it's overflowing into the yard. This is yuck. Better call Harry. Live at 5 in Tucker and Harry, some neighbors believe the people next door, they say they're squatters.
You know, this story is getting crazier by the day. It actually may be by the minute. We have confirmed that an eviction was filed in DeKalb back in May. We got involved on this story last week because of overflowing sewage from a septic tank. DeKalb County shut off the water. That same day, that was last Friday, somebody walked into Watershed with a phony lease, DeKalb accepted it and turned the water back on. So now the sewage is flowing again. And the couple that lives next door, they've had it.
Of course you get upset when everybody tells you they can't do anything about it. It's rough.
John and Stacy Rusnak are tired of hearing city and county officials say the raw sewage flowing from the next door neighbor's broken septic tank is a civil matter.
We've been through code enforcement, we've been through watershed management, the EPA, the EPD. I've been through 911.
We'll spare you the close-ups, but there is a stream of contamination flowing into the Rusnak's yard and down their driveway.
You can't have just raw sewage running at someone's house and not do anything about it.
The home's listed owner is VSP LLC, which shares the same address as Sylvan Homes. Sylvan has properties in 26 cities. In fact, here's the listing for this home on apartments.com. Sylvan describes it as a dream home without breaking the bank, but the home is not available. Heck, we don't even know who lives here.
What was that? I want you to know this private property.
The man is trying to explain that we can't take his picture without consent, but we can, and we did.
If a photo is taken on private property, it amounts to trespassing. But I'm not on your property.
I'm at my wit's end, really, because there's nothing we can do, it seems like, and it just seems very unfair.
The situation is more than a mess from the overflowing septic tank. In February, the city of Tucker issued several violations, and a Sylvan Homes representative confirmed we currently have an illegal occupant in the home. But it's not these guys. Neighbors say the man you see here moved in with a new group a couple of months ago. Neighbors believe they are affiliated with a religious group.
We don't sell our souls, sir.
Huh?
We do not sell our souls.
Well, I don't want you to sell your soul. I just want you to come talk to us.
And their new community expands into the backyard.
There's the first tent. I think there's another one over and then 5 more on the other side of the house.
Did it go to court? Do you know yet?
We called Sylvan Homes and a representative confirmed that an eviction is in process. But what about the sewage? Sylvan has been sending plumbers since February, but none of the repairs worked. On Monday, the mess got worse.
It's become more taunting and more menacing.
This is John Rusnak speaking with police after he says the group came over dressed in ski masks and hand-delivered this cease and desist letter threatening to sue. All right, so back out here live, and you can see that the sewage is now flowing from the backyard down into the driveway and now onto city property. There is a hearing we've confirmed with the city of Tucker about the sewage on July 25th, and of course we're going to be there from that. How do we know it was a phony lease that they got the water turned back on? Because we contacted the person listed as the owner. It was a real estate agent. And he said, I'm sorry, that's not me. That lease is not real. And just to top this all off, my photojournalist, Dimitri, right before I got here, got a cease and desist from the folks who are living here. They want a written response. I'm going to give you guys a verbal response if you're watching inside. We're still here and we're staying on this story. Back to you.
Yo, listen up, I got a tale about some squatters wilding out off the rails. Juju and Jack stay running the show. In the crib in Tucker, they refuse to go. In the hood of Tucker, right down the block, there's a house that's lit, but the situation's not. Juju and Jack stay paying no rent, squatting in the house like it's heaven sent. Oh, Juju and Jack's with the fake gas lease, turn the water back on, yo, they a beast. Sewage flowing everywhere, what a scene, turning Tucker's lawns into a smelly dream. Then the rustics next door, they straight fed up with the stank and the squatters, they bout to blow up. Calling up the city, the county and the feds, but all they get is nothing, just shaking heads. Sylvan Homes can't fix this trap. Plumbers rolling through, but it's all capped. Juju and Jackson, the rebel spree, throwing ski mask parties, acting wild and free. Oh, Juju and Jack's with the fake gas lease, turn the water back on, yo, they a beast. Sewage flowing everywhere, what a scene, turning Tucker's into a smelly tree. Tips in the yard like a festival vibe, but this kind of camping you don't want to subscribe. We don't sell our souls, they say with pride, but we just want the sewage gone, take it in stride. Oh, Juju and Jax with the fake gas lease, turn the water back on, yo, they a beast. Sewage flowing everywhere, what a scene, turning Tucker's lawns into a smelly tree. So remember this saga when you feel low, at least you ain't living where the sewage flow. Juju and Jax making headlines bright in a crib that's anything but alright. Oh, Juju and Jax with the fake gas lease, turn the water back on, yo, they a beast. Sewage flowing everywhere, what a scene, turning Tucker's lawns into a smelly tree.